It's the week of Easter, and the steeple people are praising their new political and billionaire prophets for embracing full-on capitalism and ending the lives of innocent people, ripping apart families. They are going to celebrate that. The metaphorical releasing of Barabas is what the steeple people will be celebrating this effing weekend. I saw another video where folks were like, why are all these political figures suddenly declaring themselves prophets? It's because the steeple people are now praying to the two billionaires and two companies. Okay, they are now praying to the co-sugar daddies, to Tesla, and to the doo-doo department. So that's why Mike Johnson and others are starting to say, yes, I too am a prophet. I'm the new Moses. Pray to me too, because it's a control farm. Okay, these people. You just watched two presidents sit there and laugh and joke about sending homegrowns to the camps next. Okay, I don't know if you heard the hot mic. They were like, you're going to need 5 more buildings. We're sending homegrowns next. Do I have to explain what homegrowns is? I don't know if you've seen the videos yet. I put some links on my tube videos. I can't put them here. Of folks breaking down the aerial views of that camp when it was first built versus today. And you will see the area that people are talking about when they say, what's happening over there? How come people go in? They don't release anyone. So how come they don't run out of space? Well, if you look at the aerial views, you'll see why they don't run out of space. Apparently, the folks who built the complex built veterinary clinics. And what do they have at veterinary clinics? To get rid of the animals that had to be put down so that they don't run out of space. That's who built that center. Let's keep going. So that is where our current president is joking about sending citizens that he doesn't like. Thought policing. Okay, so the steeple people are about to go use their untaxed dollars to throw mega $1 million pageantry shows where they revel in torment and violence, okay, where they cry and get themselves all whipped up, and where they're going to thank Jeebus and the deity for sending them billionaires, for sending them someone brave enough to rip apart families and starve people, for sending them people brave enough to lie to the faces of everyone else. For sending them people that are going to allow them to start tattling on who's not being faithful at work, who's not participating in their faith. They're going to be so happy they have a taxpayer-funded faith office. That's all they care about. They're taking away food from the hungry. They're taking away housing from the needing. They're taking away jobs from the veterans. They're releasing criminals into the streets. They're supporting folks like the Taterheads and the Sixers, and those are their brothers in crust. Those are the people they're keeping. Okay, but innocent people can get sent to the end, and they're going to praise and sing and collect taxpayer-free money or tax-free money, all right, while they cry to their current prophets who just metaphorically released Barabas, all right? When people start coming into my comments going, oh, maybe you do need to leave. Yep, that's not what I want to hear. Like, oh, shit, if even other people can see it, that's loverly. I Just point it out. I also want to point out, I don't know if you saw the video of them saying how to argue with Dems, because Dems and progressives and independents were usually educated, and we have data and polls and statistics and facts. And since they don't have any of those things, they are telling each other to use common sense when they're arguing with us, which means just go with their feelings, which means say stuff like, at least I know what a woman is, when they don't have anything else to say, and then consider that a win. The fact that they used common sense to combat the science and the degrees of us. Okay? Those are the people in your comments telling you do research and get educated. They know they're behind you. That's why they come at you like that. That's why they just shit on the board and go, I won. That's their tactic. That's how they roll. All of the narcissists in this country are going to be celebrating this weekend. Celebrating their new prophets, their new religion, their new version of the faith, which is pure capitalism. That's what they're going to worship this weekend. They have metaphorically released Barabas for Easter. Awesome!